Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with the lesson. Today is going to be just a review of a movie I recently seen called Killers of the Flower Moon. It's a very long movie, but it's a good movie because it really shows you the nature of Esau Edom. All right. It's a very spiritual movie too, because a lot of things that happen in the movie is described and taken right out of the scriptures, taken right out of the Bible, And if you didn't know, it's dealing with one of the tribes, all right, Northern Kingdom tribes of Israel, basically living on this land where oil is discovered, and Esau Edom, as he usually does, who comes to kill, steal, and destroy, comes in to take that land and take that resource of that oil from the Native Americans, all right, which are Israelites, by the way. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are biblical Israelites. But anyway, back to the movie. It shows you how they come in there through various ways to supplant these people, take their land, take their inheritance, and take their oil. All right. And it's based on a true story starring Leonardo DiCaprio and who's the other famous guy? Not Al Pacino, but Robert De Niro. Right. But we're going to get right into it. There's certain points in that movie, man, that was very prevalent, It's very, very prevalent as far as how they related to the scriptures. Right. So the first scripture I'm going to get is in the book. Bear with me. This was Habakkuk chapter 2 and 15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken, also that thou mayest look on their nakedness." There was a reoccurring theme throughout this movie of Esau Edom providing the natives with alcohol, drugs, even their diet to destroy them, even to this day. You had a doctor that said something in that movie, which was very telling, because a lot of people were getting diabetes, and the doctor said, you can't eat what the white man eat. You can't eat the white man's diet. That's why you're getting diabetes. All right. And they brought this point out, and they were dealing with this even back then, diabetes, because she was eating pork, bacon, bread, hot cakes, all that type of shit, things, especially the pork that we as Israelites, we shouldn't be eating, man. We have some of the most poor and most atrocious diets, and that's why our health is in the toilet. Esau Edom, he can eat whatever the hell he want to eat, but us, we need to follow our dietary laws and the scriptures about going back to the herbs, fruits and vegetables, natural things, pulse, as it talks about in the book of Daniel. Those things will strengthen us. But anyway, back to the movie review. That was also something very telling in this movie, Also, apart from a Esau coming in with the poison, the whole main issue or plot was to usurp this land and usurp that oil from that native tribe who was there. And they did that mostly by different ways of murder. All right. Male Edomites marrying the native woman. And the native woman, they played a part in it too, because they were into trying to marry them a white man. They even got rebuked by one of the elder women in their tribe about doing that, man. But they were, struck. They talked about how they love the blue eyes. They worshiped the white man, even as they do today. A lot of the Northern Kingdom tribes, the Latin tribes, they worship light skin. I'll put it like that. certain textures of hair, right? That's a running theme even to this day among our people, even with the Southern Kingdom and Judite woman wanting a white man so her baby can come out light and good hair. All that is fucking foolishness, man. All that is foolishness, because you go into the scriptures and how it describes our Messiah, dark skinned with woolly hair. They'll be, most of our people will look on our Messiah and look on him with shame, man. Say, who's this dark ass dude with this nappy hair? That's what they would say about the actual Messiah in this modern day, in this modern age, man. All right, especially the women of the tribes, because they worship that white image, But yeah, they were pushing to get the rights, pushing to take the inheritance, and Esau Edom was doing whatever he could as far as killing off the man, knowing that the woman is a weaker vessel, and that's the ones they were gravitating towards, man. But they were still trusting these people throughout the movie, and you just kept shaking your head like you got the damn devil in the midst, telling you this, telling you that, because they were selling their wealth as far as cars, clothes, jewelry, how they dressed, the image that Esau Edom puts out all across the world. This is wealth. This is prosperity. It makes me think of that. It was an old Kanye West line. Means that they made us hate ourselves and love their wealth. You watch this movie, you'll see that lyric play out in this movie, man. The saying, the white man's ice is colder. Their ways, their tribal ways wasn't good enough anymore. They had to drive this type of car. They had to wear this type of fur. They had to have this size house. Esau Edom came in and infested them with the ways of this world, man. Okay. And they fed right into it, hook, line, and sinker when you watch this movie. It's a very telling movie. From there, I'm going to go into the book of Ecclesiastes 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. And this is, you see this play out in the movies. You had some of the tribal leaders sitting around talking about how because a lot of the white people, the Edomites, right? Because these natives were so rich because of the oil, they were hiring them. And they were sitting back saying, yeah, we hire these guys and they don't do any work. They walk around like they own the place. Just the arrogance of an Edomite. That's just naturally who they are. They look down on anybody else that's not an Edomite, right? That's a part of pointing out who they are through Bible prophecy when you see these people running the earth, Also Job 9:24. But it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thou shalt be unto him if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Right. So Leonardo DiCaprio's character was a perfect example of humbling himself, playing the role, getting close to this the main native chick, either getting good to steal her inheritance, to steal her land rights, man. Okay. This is the MO of Esau Edom. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And that's what they were trying to do. Overthrow the natives, stand up in their place, take that wealth, take that resource and set themselves up. They had the audacity in a certain scene where the Edomite man got with the native woman. He brought all his friends and all his Edomite kids and relatives in the house, basically eating off this native person and their resources. And you got the audacity of, Edomite Karens in the house calling people savages, just crazy ass shit, that's their countenance to this day, man. All right. That's their countenance to this day. They're fucking freeloaders, but they sitting there and calling this person a savage. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou that liest, remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right? These people at the end realize that we got to get the fuck away from these people. All right? The earth is going to realize this too. That's why the Lord, when he comes back, he got a great slaughter in Basra, meaning Esau Edom, man, right? Pursuant to Obadiah, he got to get rid of them because these are the wicked of the earth. You see what they do. You see what laws they enact. You see what conditions they create. And then they point the finger at the person, right? When the person ends up in a bad position. You see, even though they did everything in their power to create it, that's the mentality of Esau Edom. And it shows you this picture perfectly in this movie. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? And these people are just so good-hearted, good-natured. That's Jake in general. That's Israelites in general, willing to help, being nice, being friendly. But Esau Edom, when they're around their own, and you don't even have to, you could just be strolling through a all Edomite town or a Edomite place, and they got an issue with you, man. You don't gotta be doing nothing to them, but they look at you, scowl on their face, right? That's just their spirit, man, towards nature, towards nature in general, towards people in general. Let's keep going. Something else that was in this movie was they showed a little bit of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, the actual black and white footage, the bombing. And what was funny, the natives said, oh man, basically these Edomites are going to do what they did to them here. That was very telling for them to make that comment. They had a scene in a Freemason lodge with the black and white checkered floor, having, I ain't going to ruin the whole movie, but yeah, you got to see it. A lot of things showing that these people are the devil, man. These people are the devil. All right. So let's keep going. I'm trying to remember certain parts, so I might, excuse me if I'm a little bit all over the place. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift assureth the heart. So Robert De Niro's character was a wealthy guy, came in, built hospitals, built schools, built certain things in the town to so-called help people, but he was really setting a trap, all right? He was really setting a trap and really oppressing the people and murdering people and setting up hits, and poisoning, all type of treachery. This is what this guy was setting up, man. This is what he was setting up. Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44:14. It says, thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. So even certain scenes, the main lady would walk through and she would notice that more and more and more Edomites, like vultures, as vultures as they describe them in the movie, coming in and circling the Israelites as prey, as it's described in the scriptures, right? And so you could see them, the shaking of the head, calling them savages. The Edomites just looking down on them when this is their land, this is their wealth, and they created that whole system and way of life out there, as far as bringing those resources. But Esau Edom came in, monopolized everything, brought in the corporations, said we're going to, basically set up oil wells and we're going to give you money from it, right? But everything that he gave from him had stipulations, interest payments, this, that, and other. And Esau is a big a dealer of getting your ass caught up in his system with his paperwork. That's the devil. The power of the pen, it's the strength of this damn devil, man. Right? But like I said, it's a really good movie. You got to check it out. And we'll watch it with a spiritual eye. I'm gonna end it right here. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2:1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence. And this exactly is, this scripture is describing the whole plot of the movie, man. The devil, the Edomite, the evil one of the earth coming in and disrupting harmony in between with those tribes, man. Right? Devising iniquity, setting up a evil plan, carrying it out to do what? To covet fields and take them by violence. Right? It says in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? All Esau Edom does the most in this movie, man. He really shows you, yes, I am the devil, man. I am the wicked one, right? And that even translate to right now, man. You got this is what Edomites love to do. They love to talk about crime-ridden areas and the hood and this and that. Hey, but they created those conditions, man. They never talk about the redlining. They never talk about the different towns that were destroyed. Black Wall Street, I think it's a couple places in South Carolina that had immense wealth among the Southern Kingdom. You know, they never talk about what was the Iran Contra and the real freeway Rick Ross, how they brought the drugs in and flooded into the so-called black community, brought in the guns, and then took the man out of the household. They did all these things to create what you see today. But they don't talk about those things. They just point the finger at the end and say, see, look at those people. Look what they're doing. We are a byword, a shaking of the head, right? And these devils, they are going to pay, man. They can ignore, if a devil come across this video and listen to it, they can ignore it. But through the scriptures and through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord, and through his prophecy, he's going to take down Mystery Babylon, a.k.a. America, regardless of who likes it and who doesn't like it, right? But that's the point. It's like if I rambled on. I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, and shalom the next time.